Hey you guys, Blessed You Go here with another episode of High Rated DB. I just want to give a quick shout out to all my sponsors who helped me make this possible. Shout out to Midwest Gaming. Check them out on eBay. They have some really nice cars for sale. Shout out to TFT Gaming. He's a custom token creator. His link should be in the description below as well as everyone else's. Shout out to Pandemonium Gaming. That's my sponsor. Best team in the world. Love those guys. Also, shout out to Luxury and PPG for helping keep the game alive right now. There's not too many locals open, not too many events, with Corona. We actually have 0 events right now besides the online luxury tournaments and the PPG regionals. So that's kind of where we're getting all of our deck information from, like what everybody's playing exactly. So we kind of have like a pretty decent format right here. Gamut sent me another replay. He's playing Buster Blader, Dragoon, Eldlich versus Zoo. As you can see, like all these kind of crazy monster mash decks have just been doing pretty decent just because they have so many engines inside of the deck. It's kind of hard to focus stopping one main part of the deck. Apparently he's just been destroying DB with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. His opponent's playing Zoodiac, so it should be a really good game. So Zoo wins the roll here, and Gamut is going second. He opens Whelp, Inside Prison, Eldlich, Hakiru, which is a pretty decent hand. Just opening Inside alone lets you play through like Imperm, Dryden, cards like that. So like this is a really, really strong card in his hand. Not have Mash here really hurts the Zoo player a lot. Again, this is my first time watching, just like you guys, so if I get excited or anything from lines of play. So Desires is like the only card, like Zoo is like the only deck you can just go blind Desires in, like, and not be afraid of banishing anything, just because you don't need to do your combo and then Desires. Like you can Desires at any point during your combo, before, after, middle, and it'll all just be fine. So after Desires, he draws Barrage Emperor, which is crazy. Do you just see the statistics about banishing one of those off Desires? He just drew the one off. So he can actually end a pretty nice hand here. If he goes for the Mega Clops play, he can Avarice. I probably wouldn't do that just because it plays in the Rock, and you don't know what deck your opponent's on. I'd probably actually even save the Barrage until next turn. I just normal summon the Whiptail, and then go into Double Material Dryden, and end on these 3 set, and then I have an extender for next turn, which is a Zoo card, and draw cards for next turn. So he's thinking. So he's actually just gonna go Barrage first. He's gonna go Thoroughblade, discard Whiptail to draw a card. See, I like this, and I don't like it at all. Cause like if this resolves right, he lets this resolve. You don't gamma this because he has a normal summon. So you let this resolve. He pitches the only other Zoo in his hand. And then when he goes for the Chakanine play or the Tiger Mortar play, at that point you just gamma there, and then all he has is traps. He has no recursion. He has no Zoo for next turn. So this was kind of greedy. So he Thoroughblades. He's basically just trying to draw more interruptions because he doesn't know what decks his opponent's playing. So having a little bit of everything is pretty safe. That's my chicken wings. So he opens Double Imperm, Avarice, Prison, Rock, which is decent. But again, none of that stuff actually stops Dragoon. It's like Dragoons can just destroy this whole board. Tiger Mortar, add back the material. So yeah, he's just making a fat Dryden here, 2,800 Dryden. But he put in attack, so lose to Lightning Storm game 1. Nah, I'm kidding. Of course, he put in attack. We're just gonna set 3 and pass. Alright, so here, if I'm Gamut, I'm just using Insight, because like it's beating majority of the back row of Zoo cards. I mean, Zoo decks would be playing like Book, Imperm, Prison, just all of that. Just Insight beats all of that by itself, and also just beats Dryden by itself. And if you go Insight first instead of normal in the Whelp, you actually have like a lot more lines of play. Your player's a lot stronger, not normal in Whelp, and just getting a trap. So he's gonna Insight here, and he sends the Monster Reborn. This is a Monster Reborn for Dragoons, which is crazy. It's gonna go Fusion, get the Dragoons. It's gonna Dragoon's effect pop. Dragon's gonna pop itself so he takes less damage, which is pretty smart. He's gonna take 3k to the face here. Then he's gonna go Eldlich combo. Here I'd probably search a Golden Lord. That way I can put Hakira on grave and take away one of his back row cards. Because like with this deck, the more even the game state is, the better position I am in. Yeah, so he gets Lord and he does the Hakira play. Rolls the dice and see which one he hits. And oh, he hits the prison. Prison's probably not resolving anyway just because he has Dragoons. But your prison is gonna get a card out of his hand. And if he lets it resolve, he just loses Dragoons. Because I definitely target Dark Magician here. So yeah, he stops the prison with Dragoon. Discards the Buster Whoop and he sets the Hakira. Oh no, he sets Ice Dragon Prison, I'm sorry. And he's gonna go in phase Hakira. Yeah, he's gonna get Sanguine. Sanguine's so crazy in his deck because he plays Trap Trick as well. So he's gonna Avarice here. It's like he only has 5 guys in grave, right? So a really cool play you could do here, because you have Prison. This is kind of like an Ash right now. So like if you Ash here, you lose your Dragoons pop, your Dragoons negate, which is like the strongest part about this deck right now. So if I'm able to stop this without like getting rid of the one card I have in hand, I'm definitely gonna do that. So I think right here I'd go Prison. And Prison, get rid of one of those instead of Ashing. Because if you Ash here, he just go normal Zeus combo, and like you lose. Like you have to have Punishment down here, or Sanguine plus Trap. Like you know you have Sanguine, like this has to be the other trap too. Yeah, so he's just gonna prison the Trident. And then his opponent should just scoop from there because next turn he's going to kill him. He literally just goes Lord effect out of grave and attack with Lord and Dragoon. Yeah, so he just scoops. He sees it. That was a strong game 1 from the Buster Blader deck. Zoo just not looking as impressive as I thought it'd be. And this hand was very poor. Zoo actually opened a really good hand versus any other deck except Dragoon's deck. He opened like Double Imperm Prison last game with Rock and Trident. Like it's pretty good. So no, I wouldn't have any complaints there if I was a Zoo player. My opponent just opened really well. Just played through it really well. So Zoo player's going first here. This time his hand's not that strong. He has a couple lines of play. Like he can just not Thoroughblade effect here and just go and Dryden, but then he doesn't have too many responses on his opponent's turn. We all know Dryden doesn't do much versus an Insight. So like here I think I'm trying to get more cards. I don't know about putting Feather Duster in my deck if I'm going first. Like I know I need outs to the spells and traps, but he's only like setting 1 to 2 MOs, and I'd rather, if I'm going first, I'd rather just be like a consistent card. I'm surprised nobody's like Silent Strike right now. So see what he does. Let's see if he goes Thoroughblade effect, discard Ram, putting Ram in grave, and that's getting Ram and Thoroughblade under a material, and you get an extra draw. But this hand really loses to Ogre Gamma on that. So yeah, Thoroughblade resolves, and he gets the Avarice. Oh, so he drew Avarice, so like now he can go for like a Mega Clops play here. Just because he drew Avarice, just to waste all this stuff. Like Mega Clops isn't just auto win versus his deck, and he knows that because he's been playing against it. But if he Avarices here, he has a chance to draw more cards. And honestly, just having a Dryden in all these cards, it's not enough. I'd rather resolve it now. Cause like Zoo's not killing you, but this deck is killing you. So yeah, he's gonna go for the sorry about the clicking. He's gonna go for the Zoo play. Zoo Mega Clops play. Pretty standard. If anyone wants to know like how to do this, if you don't have the extender, it's just and you only have Thoroughblade RAM, like it's pretty much the same thing as going rat. Yes, sir, Mega Clopsy. And let's see if he draws the nuts here. He needs to draw like Judgment. If he had played Anti-Spell, that'd be crazy. But he needs to draw like Judgment here. So if he stops his out to the Lightning Storm this turn, next turn is just insane. So like he needs to draw like Judgment and maybe Judgment and a Prison here is crazy. I like Prison here. Judgment and Prison here is pretty good. So he draws Ram Barrage. You hate to see it. He pretty much just drew extra Whiptails. So his hand stayed the exact same time. Dang, that's really crazy. His hand stayed the exact same this whole time. Literally Ash, Feather Duster, Zoo Monsters. That's all his hand was this whole time. It hasn't changed. Like one of the Zoo Monsters turned to Average, but Average turned right back into a Zoo Monster. So yeah, so he's just gonna Lightning Storm out the Mega Clops here. After this, I'd probably Nadir bait the Insight. Nadir bait the Ash Blossom. Because if he doesn't Nadir, if he doesn't Ash my Nadir here, I don't think he can ever play. Like from my point of view, because I obviously don't know that he has Feather Duster in his hand. It's like in my head, I'm thinking if this Nadir resolves or if Insight resolves, if either one resolves, I'm in a bit of a really good spot. But if Nadir resolves, I'm kind of in a better spot because I'm getting more cards. See, but this was kind of a misplay here by this guy. Because like, let's say you let this resolve, right? You get to Ash the Ecclesia that this gets. Or you can Ash the Tidanclad if Ecclesia is only getting punishment because you have Feather Duster. So like you just got to think of like you want your cards to resolve as much as possible. So like if you know he's getting punishment off of Ecclesia, then Feather Duster just kills him. It just wastes his whole turn searching. And then you Ash the Tidanclad, so like this gave him 0 advantage in that point. Because all he would have on field is all he would get out of his card is an Ecclesia on board. Like that's all he would get. And then if you don't Ash this, then you know your opponent's not making Dragoons, which is a really, really problem card for your deck. So he Ashes that, and that lets him resolve Insight. And it's just gonna get pretty out of hand here if the Zoo player can't stop him. Also, Ashing the Nadir there plays into Gamma, but like you have to do something. Yeah, so he's just gonna Dragoon swing for 3K, set Cosmic Pass. I wonder if he's gonna go Barrage before he Feather Dusters. Because like if you do and that's punishment, you gotta put through punishment Dragoons and you just kind of lose. And he finally drew the Solemn Judgment. A little too late. Only if you had to protect the Clops. I hate to see it. So he Feather Dusters the Cosmic, which is really good because now his Barrage can resolve. And he can actually play through Dragoons just because he had the Feather Duster for Cosmic. Oh, this is really sick right here. So like, if he goes Battle Phase, let me think 1 second. Yeah, so if he goes Battle Phase, Hammer Kong attack Dragoons, Whiptail effect to banish. Dragoons negates destroys Hammer Kong. I take 12, or I take 18, and then I go main phase 2 Barrage special Thoroughblade discard Ram, make a 6 material Zeus. That way I can clear Dragoons on my turn. Anything, and then I have a way to play through and negate and a clear. Because, like, if I know I'm clearing this on my turn, it's coming back on his end phase because I know he has Wyvern engraved. So I have to save a clear. I have to save 2 materials for that, for when he comes back. So, I'm pretty sure he's going to do it. Yep, so he based the negate. He discards Lord here. So, yeah, you definitely make your Zeus super, super fat here. So, like, you make 6 materials, right? 2 of them are going to go away right now on your turn. So, you'll have 4 materials on his turn. He's going to go Lord effect, right, to try to clear your Zeus. Because that's his only out. And then when he does that, it's fine. Then when he goes battle phase and tries to swing over your Zeus, you can Zeus effect again, send Lord. And then when Dragoons comes back at the end phase, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, when the Dragoons comes back to end phase, during your you let him summon. During your turn, you Zeus. These gun Dragoons negate, and you just do it all over. You literally just do it all over. You summon Zeus again. And if he doesn't have any like Eldlich traps in here, he's just so far behind he can't keep up. Yeah. So pretty sure Zoo players are gonna win this game. He's just gonna make a 6 material. Zeus. There's 5 Zoo dudes, right? Yeah. Hammercon, Horrible, Thoroughblade, Chakanine, Tiger Mortar, Drag. Oh, that's a lot. So he's gonna go Tiger, into Boar, into Chalk. That's 4 materials. So he can go Hammercon still, 5 materials. Well, no, Hammercon makes 4 materials. Try and yes. Is he gonna stop there? He can summon Hammercon and Dryden left, right? Unless he only plays 1 Hammercon. Yeah, if he can literally just go Hammercon and Dryden. What 6 materials is. Oh, he just does 4. Ooh, I think that was a mess up. Yeah, and then, he set the judgment when you have a Zeus on board. Players, please remember if your opponent's not killing you through your Zeus, don't set any cards because you're just negging yourself at that point. I hate to see that. So Gamut draws punishment. He actually has a pretty decent hand here. It's like he can set punishment. Well, not even set punishment. At first, you're gonna set evenly, right? And then you're gonna go Lord effect. You're gonna go battle phase, try to swing over the Zeus. Then you're gonna make him waste his only 2 materials on the Zeus. Oh, that's rough. Then you have punishment Dragoons for next turn. That's so rough. Yeah, he's gonna Lord. Yeah, he's definitely just gonna see. That's what I was like talking about. Like now, you just lost your solemn judgment. Like he still has a Zeus, and you lost your solemn. I mean, he still has like punishment. You lost your solemn, and he gets Dragoons, and you lost your solemn. Punishment Dragoons. I don't know how you play through punishment Dragoons. Like that's so ignorant. You just get this back. That's so ignorant. Right, yeah, you drew Ash return. Alright, so what he can do here actually, he can clear Dragoons with Zeus. Like he can crash these 2. But then when he goes normal summon Zoo, he's just gonna get popped by punishment. But he can Ash the Titan class, so like it puts them both on 0. Like this doesn't have to do any damage. Like this doesn't even have to be on the field during the battle phase to summon Zeus. I probably would have waited for this. Like I'm not trying to really get damage in right now. I'm just trying to establish a board. Like if I crash this here, I don't know if it's just punishment, but like I'm trying to play around everything. So like I crash this here, I normal summon. Yeah, I normal summon the Tiger, and Tiger instantly puts Ram under this. Like he immediately puts Ram under that. So like right there, I would have made Tiger Mortar instead of the board ball. If he doesn't pop, to like if he let the effect resolve, it's just over. He's gonna punish Mission Titan. It's gonna Ash. And he drew a spell at trap. That's all he really needed because he had 32. He just needs to draw anything to send off Lord to special off Lord. It's like you had to end that turn with making sure you at least had a guy on board or you die. Okay, he's just gonna Lord effect and attack for game. That was a pretty good duel. Gamut won again. He's been a monster with this deck so far. We didn't get to really see much Buster Blader stuff with this deck. I don't know if he was playing the Buster Blader cards in this. Actually, yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He was playing the same deck. This time I saw Nadir cards though, which was really cool to see this game. We didn't really get to see him in the other replay if he was playing in the other replay. I'll actually have to get his deck for you guys. Anyways, let me know what kind of content you guys would like to see, further on. You can see I'm getting smoother. We're talking on camera. The channel's looking better. I'm just trying to figure out everything you guys want, everything to get more subscribers in, everything to make you guys happy. We're almost at 500 subscribers, so make sure you guys keep smashing that like, share, and subscribe button. Telling your friends, hey, go check out Blessed Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just a blessing. Talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, who wouldn't want to hear that? Appreciate you guys. Shout out to all my sponsors again. Pretty much got everybody in the beginning of the video, so I don't want to really hang on and run on and do another sponsor run through. Just keep a lookout for the next video. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'll gladly, come on my own channel and play. Let me know what decks you guys want me to see. I have a really cool Dogmatica Salomon Great deck. That would be super fun to show you guys. If I can get to 400 subscribers, I'll definitely put that up there. Also, Infernoble, any other combo decks you guys want to see. If you guys are interested in like Virtual World, I'm pretty sure I can get some people to come on the channel and play that. So just let me know what you guys want, and I'd gladly commentate over anything for you guys. Anyway, much love. Signing out.